Hi guys, Bruce here. Well, I'm going to change things around here on my lock and handle system for the old toolbox. You guys might remember that this was sitting right here like that, and the black handle was on top like that. And I just started thinking when I go places I'm going to want to lock the toolbox up. So I just took an 1/8 inch bit and drilled out the 4 rivets that was holding the handle and the bracket on, right? And the edges that were covering up. And I'm going to stick this right in the center, like that. Unfortunately, it's not in the center of the bracket, right? Like that. And I'll be able to now lock the toolbox up like that. Simple. I might just throw a half a coat of paint on this while I got it off, which will mean I'll scratch it up again. And also on this toolbox, I've changed the top. I used to have this whole thing loaded with tools, and I thought it just looked kind of bulky and crummy. Plus, when I go away, either just for a weekend or whatever, if I locked it up, all my valuable tools would be on the top of that. So this way I can just put these underneath and lock it up. I put the 1/2 inch ratchets back at the big toolbox because I don't use them that much. So I just got the 3/8 and the 1/4 out. And in the drawer here I still have the impact halves and then the impact pins in this bottom drawer. But now I'm going to be able to just lock this up, and then I actually lock it to a link underneath the bench with a chain and a padlock. And yes, I mean you can still be broken into, but what it does is it slows guys down, because usually the bad guys are in a hurry. So if they want to take a few tools off the pegboard, that's fine. But as soon as they run into a wall, they'll move on to something else. So anyway, I'm just going to drill 4 holes in this, like that, and then we will re-rivet that back on. And I also had to cut this slot bigger. This was just a tiny, tiny slot to fit a piece of sheet tin, not something a little more substantial like this. Okay, so I'm just going to drill a couple of holes and we'll get back to you. All right, let's get this done. Put the rivets in first so you know it lines up. Got one in. I use rivets for a lot of stuff. Okay, now we're going to use longer rivets. I have, let's see, let's just feel underneath there to see how it feels. Yeah, I think longer rivets would be perfect. I have one 1/2 inch ones and 3/8 ones. So now we're going to drill the 4 holes through the tin. Good. Now the lock and a couple of rivets just to hold it in place. I'm going to test it to see if it fits. Oh, I got to look at this. There's a paint drip. I'm going to put it on the bottom. It's a toolbox. All right. Did I mention that I cut this slot here bigger? Yes, I did. Okay. That's gonna work. Perfect then. Marked it. Okay, 2 more. Yeah, they're good. Good. Okay, now I should be able to lock this baby up. Barely. Good. And we'll just stick something through there. Like a lock would be. And that'll be good. Really good. And there's a little slack in there, that's good. Perfect. I love it. So now what I'm going to do is just get a paintbrush and a little bit of paint and touch up the scratches on that. Should be a paintbrush in here. Lordy. I don't think I'll be signing this work. There you go. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to clean up. And we'll get a real shot of it, eh? Looks pretty good. I still haven't got the red touch-up paint yet. Alright guys, that's the idea. I wanted a lock to a good chain, and the loop is back up underneath the bench. You can't get at it, and it's anchored. And now I can go away for a long weekend or whatever and make it more inconvenient for people to steal my stuff. I think it's a good little setup. These trays, they can go underneath there. Just take the soap out and stick the trays underneath there and I'll lock them up. So that looks pretty good. I've got probably $22 invested in that toolbox. Bye.